Okay, so if you're in the pet business, you know it's all about passion, right? But let's be real for a second. It's also a world of crazy complexity. From tracking new arrivals to daily care and sales, it can be a real juggle. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty powerful digital tool that's designed to bring all those moving parts together nice and seamlessly.
So I gotta ask you, is your current system actually helping you thrive, or is it just kind of helping you survive? It's a really critical question, and the answer can be the difference between your passion project staying a passion or getting totally buried under an administrative nightmare. And I'm willing to bet this list right here feels pretty familiar. We're talking about juggling a dozen different apps, literally drowning in what one office manager called a massive paper trail, and trying to connect your sales data with your care records. You know the drill. It's disconnected, it's inefficient, and it makes getting a clear, honest picture of your business feel almost impossible.
So, to really see how a unified system can tackle all these problems, we're going to follow the journey of one single puppy, from the moment it's purchased to the day it goes home. We'll see how every single step is managed through one piece of software, Ultimate Kennel Management, or UKM for short.
All right, so our puppy's digital life actually starts before it even sets a single paw in the store. The process is pretty amazing. The store buys a litter from a broker, exports that purchase order, and then inside the UKM software, they just select that order, set the arrival date, and click sync. And boom, instantly all of that critical data, vaccinations, breeder info, ancestry, it just flows directly into the system, basically creating a digital birth certificate for that pet.
Now, here's a key detail. The puppy has a complete digital profile in the store's system, but it's not live on the website or available for sale just yet. Its status is pending, and that's a really important buffer, right? It gets everything ready for the in-store team to take over.
Okay, so our little puppy has arrived. It's physically in the store. Now what? How does this software help manage its day-to-day health and happiness? Well, this is where that whole paper trail nightmare really starts to get solved. Now, before we jump into the daily routine, we have got to talk about this system's superpower. It's called bulk operations. Remember that pain point about inefficient processes? Well, this is the answer. Instead of updating records one by one, staff can manage feeding, treatments, and weigh-ins for entire groups of pets all at once. It is an absolute game changer for efficiency. So for our specific puppy, this means it gets assigned its own little spot. We'll call it G-top. At feeding time, a kennel tech with a tablet can log that all the puppies in that block were fed, but they can also add specific notes for our little guy, like he ate a lot of chicken canned food. And just like that, every single weight check, every treatment, every little observation, it all builds this incredibly rich digital health record in real time, making those old clunky paper charts totally obsolete. You know, this quote right here from the training materials, it just perfectly captures the real-world impact of all this. With clear location tracking, if a puppy is taken out to play or meet a family, there's zero confusion about where it belongs. It gets back to the right spot every single time, which, as you know, is absolutely critical for health and safety. All right, so our puppy is healthy, it's happy, and it is ready to find its forever home. Let's follow it out onto the sales floor and see how this whole unified system completely changes the most important interaction of all, connecting with customers. So, the main tool for the sales team is something called the Pet Counselor View. Just picture this. A sales associate is on the floor with a tablet. A family asks about a specific breed. With just a few taps, the associate pulls up our puppy's complete profile, photos, videos, even official breeder inspection reports. It is all right there on one sleek, professional-looking screen. But wait, what happens when that sales associate wants to take our puppy out of the kennel to meet that family? Well, that's where the Pet Toggle View comes in. It's a simple little interface on a tablet right by the kennels. Staff tap their name, select the puppy, and hit Checkout. The system now knows that puppy is with a customer, which then triggers a hugely important feature. And get this, the instant that puppy is toggled out, the system automatically makes it unavailable to buy on the store's website. This one little feature prevents that total nightmare scenario of a family falling in love with a puppy in the store, only to find out someone just bought it online a minute ago. Problem completely solved. I mean, the difference here is just night and day, isn't it? You know, the old way was all about frantically digging through filing cabinets for paperwork. The UAM way means every single document is instantly accessible on a tablet. The whole sales process becomes seamless. Papers are signed digitally, and after the sale, the new family even gets their own secure online portal. to access all of that info forever. So our puppy has found its forever home. It's a happy ending for everybody. But for the business, well, the story doesn't end there. Every single step of that journey, from arrival to sale, has created really valuable data. So now let's zoom out and see how a manager uses that data to actually grow the business. Okay, so a system that does all of this, that connects every single part of the business. Obviously, it's an investment. The all-inclusive management fee for training, support, hosting, all the licensing is $1,200 a month. Which, of course, leads to the big question, right? Is it actually worth it? What's the return on that investment? Well, the value here, it goes way beyond just getting rid of a few spreadsheets. The real ROI comes from those efficiency gains with bulk operations, which saves big on labor costs. It's in the powerful financial reports that can track profit margins by individual breeder. It's analyzing which of your marketing dollars are actually leading to sales. And it's a platform that's built to scale with you, whether you have one location or 26.
You know, maybe the single most powerful feature isn't really a feature at all. This software isn't some static product you just buy off the shelf. It's a dynamic partnership, and it's designed to evolve right alongside your business.
And here is a perfect example of what I mean by partnership. We can see a direct piece of client feedback. A store in Racine said they needed a better, more sortable feeding report. And what shows up on the development roadmap? New feeding and daily record reports. They're actually listening, and then they're building what their clients need. It's that simple. And when you look ahead, their roadmap is just packed with stuff that is seriously forward-thinking. We're talking about AI-powered employee training, a dedicated mobile app for iOS and Android, a global data hub for multi-store owners. This isn't just about keeping up with the industry. This is about staying way ahead of the curve. But hey, don't just take my word for it. A store owner down in Frisco put it perfectly. He said, "My absolute favorite thing about UKM is that it's living. It is worked on and evolving all the time." That feeling, right there, that's the difference between buying a tool and having a true partner. So let's just end with this thought. Your business is a living, breathing system of pets and people and processes. Shouldn't your software be one too?